All right, so we're back looking at Nasdaq. Nasdaq has taken a nice drop from that level, never pierced that upper line. So we are now back under a resistance zone. Back under it, see if we can break back up. If not, maybe looking for some shorts. That was a nice short there. Looks like here. Okay, so Nasdaq still moving here. It's crazy, exactly. It's crazy how it happened here. Possibly another short, but if we start ripping back up, be ready for these longs here. This long, it loves to do that, kind of get everybody short here. As you can see, it took this low out here, and now we're ripping back up here. All right, so if we start getting back above these moving averages, I'm gonna be looking for some longs here. But we're gonna see how that plays for going into the London session. All right. Okay, so we are getting above these. We're getting back above the zone here. All right. Looks like it's trying to move a little strong. We know we're looking for some shorts here on looking for those shorts on oil. They'll play out, right? Looking for further downside on oil. See if we can continue this drop off here. All right. It's kind of tricky. It was at first for me. Because yesterday, what was that, the day before yesterday? It did this type of move. It dropped, right? And then it ripped all the way back into that range, which was crazy. And then I think London came, this happened here. I think this was doing London as well. So what I'm gonna do here is wait till that same time, right? Right around London. I'm gonna see if this will continue dropping here and see if we can get some shorts in here. But this rip up was crazy. Look at that. I mean, that was a hell of a rip. Right? Hell of a rip. So I'm gonna be looking for Nasdaq. As you can see, we ripped back above this little area, which was the resistance here. All right, right here. This is an hourly chart, and you see what's happened here. And so it looks like it's trying to make that move now. Looks like it's trying to make that move. We get above, back above 250s. All right. We start getting above 250. Then I just adjust these trend lines now. I want to see this whole area bust through. All right. Which is looking like it'll happen. Looks like it definitely has a possibility of happening here. Yeah, 250, a little is about happening. So now we're probably pretty much back in zone of buys, right? It could chop you up in this though. Best thing to do is to wait for I'll probably wait for the London session. Let me see here. Saying we're kind of glitching here. See if we could possibly. I want to close out. Now. See? So this thing is pumping. I mean, nice moves. And you gotta be quick with those V bottoms. Like we took this short, this quick short, right? And then once this happened, yeah, that was a hell of a bounce back. And it's like these are the type of moves you gotta just kind of know that'll happen to really get in down here. All right, it's ways you can, all right, because it's a low risk, all right. And look at the reward on those kind of trades, man. All right, if you just tried it here once, all right, you could have risked this 1 minute candle here. That's what, 5 points, so 20 ticks, 20 ticks right there. And I mean, you pretty much could have been holding that. Those are the kind of trades I'm looking to master, kind of like those kind of setups, man. So we're still looking for it to bust through that 26 250. That's what I'm gonna be looking for. And also, guys, if you like this type of content, definitely be sure to subscribe. And since I'm liking I like to do momentum, all right? Momentum, get the momentum. I don't like that chop, man. Unless you can get in real good, down like some down here, you could start to trail. That's really what you want to do. So Nasdaq definitely looks like we are trying to. Natural gas. Let's see here. So we're going to be looking for some plays on oil. I think gold. Let me see here. Yeah, gold. Gold with some shorts, man. We can get some shorts down to this. Of course, we at that 900 level. That was what's kind of holding it up. I was looking to get down to that 38.75 area. We didn't quite get there on the gold. But right now, it looks like it wants to try to get there, man. Let's see where the central pivot is. We're right on the central pivot, so this could be a good play, actually. Central pivot, we're just now getting below the VWAP. All right, so as this starts to break this trend line, that's what I'm going to be looking for. All right, I'm going to be looking for it. Now, gold has been real weird, right? It'll go and not, I mean, yesterday, man, gold really be pissing me off sometimes. Like all this go, no go type stuff. That's what I call it, go, no go. It looks smooth in hindsight, though. That's the crazy thing. Hindsight looks perfect. Like, all you have to do is hold it. But when you end it, it's like, oh shit. All right. These candles moving. All right. It's going up, down, 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 up, up, up. And you're like, oh my God, you got to get in and out at the perfect time of that candle. All right. So Nasdaq here. Nasdaq. We're going to be looking for these loans for London session. See there? So back in that range. Now I could just chop. The range is for the chop. So what I'll be working on, I'm gonna be working on usually I'm trying to just get better at taking losses, right? Take your losses better, faster, right? That's the real key. Taking those losses as fast as possible. And I'm trying to get it in my head because it's like, because when the move happens, man, right? You catch a good move can make your month, really, right? Honestly. And so to keep it in perspective, man, right? Not to lose perspective, not to let like one day ruin you, right? I mean, it's a lot of times I've just ruined in a whole week's worth of work, man, of account building in a day just because of, I just couldn't walk away, right? So it's just knowing when to walk away. So just being able to catch the right move at the right time, right? And just be patient. Being patient, set limits really as well, especially for targets. All right. Say you think it's covered here. A lot of times what happens it is a spike through and it won't give you enough time. Won't give you the time. So you have to do it quickly. So we just did a withdrawal as well from one of our accounts. And yesterday it was on gold. Even though gold pissed me off, I gave something back in the US session, but we still got to a payout. So we was able to get that payout request in. So I'll keep you all updated as well once that does come in, because that'll mean that's the name of the game, man. You want to always just continuously get payouts. All right, make it real, put it in your pocket. Even buy something nice now. That's something somebody told me to do. Buy something, something you could remember those payouts, right? Remember those times and just scale it. Just continuously scale. That was a nice move on Nasdaq back up, man. This was the move, right? To catch this buy down here. And you can literally see here that the most volume was done in this 1 minute, right? So it was a lot of selling pressure. And then once this is overtaken, right? And that means something has shifted, right? So I'm trying to get better at analyzing those type of key moments, right? Those are literally key moments when you can get in with the lowest risk, highest reward, and be right for a lot and just be wrong when you're wrong. Take your loss, get out, and call it to your next trade. Look at that move. Going into 12 o'clock Central. That was a really, really good one. Let's go back to gold. Let's see what gold is doing. We'll be loading up on a few Apex accounts as well pretty soon. Get those built out. Another crazy thing too is Apex kind of got me into trading different, right? Kind of taught me how to be a momentum scalper. Cause you had a drawdown, right? You had that drawdown on there, so it's like, man, it trails you, and that taught me to kind of get in there. You want to catch the move, you may not want to catch it. Be waiting for the entire move. You just need those posts. And if you can get a nice enough post or you can trail it, man, I mean, that's the game, man. And then get past that trailing stop at the as fast as possible. So we're still waiting here. We'll be watching oil for it to break 60s. Still waiting for Nasdaq for this breakup, and then be aware as well with the London session. Once that plays opens up, right, it could be like a pop and then drop, or really a pop or consolidation type of thing, and then go. So I'm gonna be waiting to see. This was definitely a nice low for sure. This was definitely a nice low to have. But so far, still going. So far, I want to put because to me, systems are so, it's easy for a system to go in a sense, but once you are doing it, right, if you could just trail in a sense, it's all easy in hindsight. But Nasdaq right now is still pushing, trying to make new highs for the all-time highs here. So this is really, really getting good. Really getting good. And like I mentioned, we're approaching some major pivots, man. Right up here, 26,300 looks like the next monthly pivot. Weekly pivot. I mean, we got a while for the weekly. So we just did a withdrawal, like I mentioned. We hit we did it in one day. As soon as the day activated, man, I kind of was taking it slow. Um, and once we was able to get it, man, we got in a nice groove yesterday trading gold. And once we did, man, I mean, I hit the TP, and we were done for the day, right? At least I should have been. I'm gonna tell you what I did though. I gave something back in this US session. I'm almost kind of starting to hate the US. when I see when I see the US or like London move so nicely, and then the London moves so nicely. I mean, I start to think how US is gonna chop for some reason. US, because it sucks when US is stuck in a super small range, and I'll end up walking off. Right, I end up saying, "Okay, I'm done." And if it does that for an hour or so, I'm like, "Okay, I need to walk away," because I start trying to force trades. Honestly, I literally will start trying to force trades. I'm like, man, do not do that. Do not do that. So what I did, I think I probably took like four losses in here, honestly. It was real small. I mean, one break even. But man, it was I think let me see. I was going for a field for the take profit, and it just would not get there, man. Yeah, it was right here. And it looked so easy in hindsight, right? And I started playing on such a small time frame when I started getting into the prop firms. Once I started messing with props, I was like, I gotta get in there. If it starts going wrong, I'm out of there. This was the trade right here. And I saw it went way past where I was aiming for. This was literally it right here. I'm going for the next 375 field. This next zone. And it just kept on just like triple top. It triple top. I knew it was. I'm like, this is not about to short here, dude. And it bust through here. And then I think somewhere I got out. As soon as I got out, it literally turned. That was right here, actually. And then I came back. I saw this and I was so damn mad, man. I was mad as hell. I saw this. I was like, man, look at that. And then on this bar, I was literally about to get in. I'm not going to lie. I was going to get in, try to play it up to here. And something said I had gotten chopped out right up in here. I was like, dude, this is where I go into self destruction. That's literally where I start because I'm like, I know I want to go, but you don't know how it's going to get there. You can't make it. Look at this shit, man. You cannot make this shit. I'm sitting here like, who the hell is up here selling? And they want to go up. So I ended up taking, like, I took this loss. This loss got me, I think, right here. Because I'm like, this bitch about to go. And it didn't. Turned around again. I was like, golly. So that's what I'm trying to work on, right? I'm just working on definitely improving every day. The market will show you something to improve every day. Every day is something. It's something for you until you can kind of get yourself in order. That's what I started realizing, right? The market can't make you click the button, but in some way it'll make you click that bitch. It'll definitely make you click that button. So we're still waiting on gold here. So definitely going to be some good setups setting up for London session. I'm going to be waiting on oil, man. Oil looks like it wants to continue dropping. All right, so I'm going to be waiting for this to break. Let's look at the S&P. S&P still hasn't made new higher all-time highs yet. So not yet. What I would not like to see, I would have to have this to bust all the way through this 6950s on the ES. I mean, just cause, man, I don't like that fake out type stuff, man. I mean, I'm sure everybody does, but man, oh boy, because there's so many times I'm like, dude, I know it want to go, right? I know this bitch want to go. Like for the Nasdaq, right? The only thing preventing me from just jumping in here and playing this now is really just knowing right around the corner we got London. So it's like, I mean, do you really want to play this? It's not going to be much momentum through here. And that's what I want to see. All right, so the best thing to do is to wait. Yeah, just wait for that to kind of bust through. Even around that time, right? Even at the top of the hour. Look at that. Look at that. So really what you have, you could wait for the break, official break and retest. It's gonna definitely need a break and retest. So we're just right there. We are right there. We're gonna be just waiting. We're gonna see. I want to see this break and retest. And these are the things as well that I want to get to a point to where it's like I could see a move and I don't have to trade it. Like, okay, I'm not even bothered. Like, okay, all right, because it's always another trade setting up. Literally, it's literally always something else setting up. There's literally always another trade setting up. And the more I think we could get that into our heads, the better traders we'll be able to become. Right? You'll be able to be a better trader knowing that it's literally always a trade, right? Coming. And then to keep it in perspective, just to even know how much one trade could really make you. All right, one good move could literally make you a month. All right. So what I'm gonna be looking for here, this is on gold. Like I said, I want to see this kind of start to drop. All right, see if it's gonna continue dropping. I think we're looking at the yeah. So that 900, 3,900 right on gold is really, really gonna be is really supported right now. That whole number. So we're gonna be waiting. Again, like I mentioned, we're really just waiting for this trend line to break. Once that downward momentum can continue, we can start seeing this further downside. And we're just literally waiting just for the momentum. We want to see good momentum because these type of edge plays, basically, when it comes back, what I'm starting to see is that those actually are good times to have the best risk to reward in a sense, because it's like either it's gonna go or not. I'm sure everybody likes to catch just nice trend moves. We all pretty much hate these chop moves. It's the chop moves that take your money, right? Or then, like, say if you're in a chop and then it gets to trending in the opposite way, right? You're trying to play longs here, but shorts are in favor, right? So same for Nasdaq. Nasdaq is steady going for the highs, steady playing for these highs here. Someone asked me the other day as well, what's the difference between counter trend, or no, they said what was the same? What's the same in counter trend trade and trend trading? And it made me realize that either one of them, whichever way you're trading, right, you still need a trend, right? Whether it's a short-term trend or a long-term trend, you need some kind of movement in your favor, right? Unless you're doing like options and selling premiums and waiting for the premiums to decay and things. But I mean, and even then, you still need some kind of movement, right? You need volatility to die off the time decay. But when you're trading these futures or any markets, you need some kind of movement, all right? You need a trend. So Nasdaq, I'm looking again up, like I mentioned, we want to see this 250 break and retest. All right, it can be a small retest, it can be some sort. And then also what you got to be prepared for is for no retest. All right, how would you trade this if it does not choose retest? So we're getting to the close to the top of the hour. Top of the hour. Let's get our. I want to get the news up here as well. Great news source here is Financial Juice. I like to have, if you don't know about their squawk, they have a free squawk option basically. It says delayed, but I've tested it with even paid squawk, and their delayed one was actually faster in sometimes, which is crazy. So we'll have that going here as well, so you can keep tuned here. Because what I noticed is breaking news, man. You could have breaking news and things change, right? Things will change quickly. And I was streaming on my desktop computer for some reason now. It's crashing, man. I don't know why though. I tried today and yesterday, and it just kept crashing on me. So I gotta figure that out. I was talking to my brother today as well about trading, and it's like nothing else. There's nothing else you could think of doing to where you can make so much money in so little time. I don't know anything else that you could do that in. You can make thousands in a blip, right? And that pursuit is what messes up a that's what messes up a lot of people, right? Instead of it making you more selective on trades, you start thinking you need to trade every blip, right? Or that you have to. But you don't. You do not have to. All right. So I try to look at it this way. If I can just trade a good trade each session, all right. If I can see a good setup and a good trade in each session, man, that's really a great place to be. All right. First for the this was the short that we called here. Called this short. Got out literally. I mean, you have to be fast on the exit. Had to be fast on the exits. But literally one trade a session, right? And then also keep in the back of my mind that I don't have to trade every day. Right? I don't have to trade every day. I'm just trying to drill those simple thoughts in my head. And they've been helping. They've literally been helping. Also, if you like this type of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing these daily. I had to change my setup today too, but I actually like this setup better though. I'm starting to like this setup a lot better. Also, if you need to see anything closer, I realized too, on YouTube you could actually zoom into the screen. Right, so if you need to see something specifically, just if you're on your phone, that is, you could zoom in. But it's some simple principles. Simple principles I want to just reinforce daily. All right. Just reinforce certain things. We have Nasdaq trying to bust up through here again. It's a kind of a dangerous place to be at, really, because this is where you can start to buy. Where I used to get in trouble too. I had a phone where I had all my rules in there, or kind of like realizations. I'm thinking of putting a list together, kind of like as a free download or something on the site. But just some basic principles that are realizations that kind of made me start to trade better, right? Like why one of them was really why wait or why not wait for the break? Why not just wait for the break? Right? Be sitting here trying to say you get in here, all right? How much are you losing from here to here, right? Why not just enter during the break, all right? Instead of entering here, where's your stop from here? It may be down here, 5 points, but it's so iffy, all right? That's an iffy trade, man, because you're like, I know I want to go up, but it may not go up right now. All right, we're at the end of the hour as well. See, and it pulls back, and then lack of momentum. You know, unless you like to hold trades for so long and you don't mind, I like to literally see them go. Like, unless I'm playing real light, right? We throw one contract on or something. Let's see here. Oil looks like it's trying to go ahead and make that move as well. So this is, like I mentioned, one of the moves we've been looking for. It's short. And this could have been a good short here. But looks like 7 tick stop. 7 tick stop on oil. Really, you would want your stop up here, honestly. That's a lot better, a lot safer. I'm gonna wait though. I'm gonna wait till the 2 o'clock central. But right now, you see that move is trying to happen. Still at the central pivot though, in 60. Remember, we got that 60 hold number. We want to start see that 60 level break. As he still hasn't broken. And something I really don't like too is when it'll go at some weird time. It's, it could go. Say for instance, it'll be times where it busts now, right? It'll just bust out to the upside, kind of like it's trying to do, but it'll be before session time, right? When that momentum, when you're expecting that momentum to happen, and you're like, damn, do I get in now? You know, anytime when you're thinking that, because you do not want to be left behind. You're like, I don't want the damn trade to leave me, right? And what happens when you get in? It always reverses. You're like, oh man. So we're waiting here. We're waiting for this break and retest. I want to see this break. So we know we want these longs on Nasdaq. Now this, if this starts breaking as well, 26 20s.
India, China agreed to continue use existing mechanisms to resolve any ground issues along border to maintain stability.
Some major India news just came out. See, it's trying to happen, right? It's trying to get through there. So what I like to do in these kind of areas or these kind of times here, I like to see the volume, right? Let's see if that volume on the 1 minute starts to spike. This is the volume down here.
Round of core commander meeting, India, China shared view peace and tranquility maintained in border areas.
It's not just quite breaking yet. So this is where I used to usually would get in trouble, because I would be ready for the break, man. I'll be so ready that I'll try to front run the break. And now I'm starting to see that the best way to do that even is just putting buy stops in, for instance. Put your buy stop, unless it's news coming out. Like, that's when you don't want to put buy and sell stops. It's like NFP or something like that, right? If NFP coming out, CPI is coming out, do not put a buy stop in there or sell stop. I mean, even if it may work, sometimes there'll be a lot of times you're going to get slipped so many points that it's like it'll pop, fill you, and then retrace, and you'll blow your account. So you don't want to do that, right? You do not want to do that. There's no need to blow these accounts, right? Just something that I've started to think as well is that think of the opportunity you get, right, with these different prop firms, right? They literally giving you an opportunity to trade, right, with such low entry of barrier, right? See, it's still not breaking just yet, so wait. So this is where, like, especially during the late night hours as well, where alerts come in, right? You can just set your alert, set an alert, right? And you could kind of walk away or go do something, have it hooked to your phone, things like that. Gold is ripped back up. Gold is ripped back up 100 damn ticks that fast. $10. I mean, 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, man. Look at that. And that's where it used to get me in trouble. Right here. Because I wouldn't just wait for the break. All right. Why not wait for the break? That's the best thing. Gold is done up. Man, that move right there. That is crazy. That's crazy. That's why I said there's no need to, like, I'm literally trying to reinforce that in my head every day. There's no need to let one bad trade mess you up, right? There's no need, because you will have right around the corner 100 points. You know what I'm saying? 100 tick move, right? I mean, seriously. So, like I mentioned on gold, what I'm waiting for to see if this thing is going to go further down. I'm looking for like an extension. I think it hit the extension though. Let me see. No, it hasn't. It has not hit it yet, so I'm gonna be watching gold, man. Now, something else that helps me as well, or has been helping me, is really looking for both buying and selling reasons, right? Even if I have a bias, like let's just do a fresh rundown. Even if I have a bias, right, I want to be looking for buy reasons and sell reasons. And doing that kind of, I don't know what it's done. It's kind of shifted my perspective, kind of like to not just think I'm right. Because when I think I'm right, that's when I do the most damage, honestly. And a lot of times I am right. right? But where I'm wrong is the time factor, right? It could it could be going to the level, but not when you are thinking it will. And just because of that, that's enough room for them to take all your money. Kind of like this move. Yesterday during this drop, I was looking for, I called out 38.75 for gold. Right. Then I saw this pivot point, right? You got the pivots there. And I thought of the whole number right at 900. So I was kind of thinking it would get. Did it get there? It got to 901, 3901. It had to 3901. So I'm still looking for shorts. So I'm thinking a few different things. Maybe a pop up some more here on gold and then a drop. But I'm still looking for these. I kind of want to see it, man. All right. We could take this and possibly make a channel. So we're still looking for these shorts. Let's look at the dollar. Let's see, the dollar's going up here. So let me see here. Dollar's just rallying, man. Dollar is rallying. Major strength in the dollar. Which should have us going further down for gold here. I should start flushing gold down, man. Depending on, especially, I want to see gold start breaking down here. All right. We're at time here, right at 12:10. Nothing on gold really right now. Look at the Nasdaq trying to break new highs, man. Just trying to break the buy was down here. This was definitely the good buy. There it is. All-time highs on Nasdaq. We are at all-time highs, guys. Definitely, if you haven't, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, man. We're doing these daily. We're making history right now. All-time highs of the Nasdaq during a government shutdown. Come on. All-time highs, man. So next I'll be looking for the 300 levels. Let's go, baby. All right, so now your sellers, of course, they're coming in. Sellers gonna try to come in. And like I mentioned, we just did our withdrawal Just got a withdrawal. Just put in our withdrawal request. Catching a gold move. Gold pisses me off, man. But I love it. It's like a love-hate relationship I have with the markets. I love them and hate them. Of course, there it is. Look at that. Look at that, man. That short was so, I mean, those type of moves, man. And I call these the time of day type of false breakouts. It's like, since you know the time of day is jacked, right? It's like, should you really be going long at the high of the day, at the high of the year, right? Look at that volatility, man. But you like the time of day, right? It's Asian session. We're at all-time highs. Who is buying up there? Right? Who's buying up there? Do you want to be buying up there doing Asian session? No, you don't. And you see a lot of people didn't actually. Somebody actually wanted to sell up there. Right? I mean, look at that. That's a ATR screw up right there. Right? That completely takes it out of whack. That was a nice short though. That was a real nice short. I guarantee you, people, somebody was sitting there like, as soon as it breaks high, I'ma just short. Still have oil holding above 60. Gold. We still, of course, we want to get this gold move. I'm gonna put one at right before it breaks the 50 level. I used to trade a lot of like the pound. I may need to start back because look at that, man. Let's see what kind of ranges here. Some pretty good ranges. They used to have way more though. All right, pound used to be in the hundreds. Now we're in the 70s, which is good. So I kind of want to start adding currencies back in, actually. Back in the flow. What I'm seeing here on just from this quickly, possibly some kind of extension here. I'd have to go inside of here. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be a nice move for pound. I'm actually going to start adding currencies back in. All right, kind of taking, when I want to have it seemed like a better trend type of thing, but also it's a lot lower volatility. All right, you kind of get you a nice little move sometimes, not too high in volatility. When you start playing the Nasdaq and gold, I mean, you got to be ready, man. All right, trading the Nasdaq and gold has, man, taken my trading to a whole nother level because you have to be quick, right? So Nasdaq, as you can see now that it's gone above this high, we've kind of, so the next move will be really a bust above this high. That'll be really what I look for, and I'm hoping it does not do that before London session. All right, but even stuff like this, I mean, I guarantee somebody just wiped their account. I guarantee somebody that don't know about session times or something, man. They're like, oh, it's breaking out, and this move completely wipes you out. Look at that. Here we go. We may be, hey. These times like this, especially with the Nasdaq, I mean, the closer you get to like London Open, and it's in these kind of areas like this, it's a lot better to just walk away. That's what I've realized, right? Because I will put a trade on, right? If I'm looking at it and I'm like, why though? See? And then you start getting these kind of big candles, right? So the moves I'm gonna be waiting on, like I mentioned for London, man, is really oil. Honestly, oil has been moving during this London time, right? At 2, 3 in the morning, it's been just moving, man. See, as it's going down, it's been that London selling time. Look at that. Sell off on 2. What time was this? 3 a.m. Central, 2 a.m. Central, another. I mean, it's literally during the same times. So what I'll do in that type of thing, you got pretty much two kind of ways of playing it. Is really just waiting for that time, right? Readjust the trend line and then take it again, or just wait for it to bust through this low, right? You could literally just wait. So the Nasdaq is playing. It's just going up. It's literally just moving up, right? And it guarantee you it's enticing folks to just buy it, right? They're like, man, I have to buy it. It's going up. And they're gonna buy it, and then London is gonna come in and it's gonna drop. Right? It's gonna do one of these type of drops, and then it's just gonna go up again. I call those like being right and wrong at the same time. I'm like, how can I be right and wrong at the same time? The Nasdaq will show you that. It'll show you that. Here it is. We are literally at all-time highs here. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, man. We're making all-time highs in the Nasdaq. This has been major. See, and I get to think, I'm like, why are they pushing it up? during this time, right? I, I start thinking, I'm like, who's doing that, right? Who's buying it, right? If London isn't open yet, right? So big dogs in London, they're not open, right? You got Asian is buying it, but they gotta know, hey man, London gonna come in here, right? So they have to possibly manipulate it. They gonna sell it, right? Drop, and then a pop gonna happen. The drop and pop. This is what I call the drop and pop, where they drop it, and the bar that they do it with is beyond anything that's calculated recently. All right, it'll go to some weird level or break some level, but the bar itself, look at this bar. All right, this bar is nothing that size in the past 100 candles, possibly. All right, and it's nothing you could do. All right, and it'll happen so quickly, it'll blip, boop, and you just lost your whole damn account, all right, because you wanted to buy the high. Going Asian. All right. So we're waiting on a few different short setups, and we're waiting on this Nasdaq. I really want to see a better setup here. This will be the official break here. All right, this was the fake breakout. I need the actual breakout, and then I'm gonna wait for a retest, especially because of the time of day. All right, the closer we get to, there we go. We had all-time highs. All-time highs have been hit. 55s have been hit. All-time highs. But see what's happening every time it breaks. Yeah, the way those all-time highs are playing is that every time it breaks, it comes back in. You see how that's happening, and it happens quickly. All right, it's like a blip up, and then it drops back down to where if you don't have some type of limits in or stops in already or ATM set, you could do some damage, man. All right. If you have bad psychology or you want to add in, right? Because I'll catch myself, I'll add in sometimes even, right? I'll scale in. That's where I'll scale in, right? But after so long, you want to cut it. Here we go. So so what I want to do is keep an eye out on the volume here. As we're making these new highs, here we go. All-time highs. Oh my God. Did you see how fast that was, right? So it's going to be fast to where you got to have either limits in. You want to start looking at the order book possibly and see about seeing orders further up the ladder, really. All right, and see where you really need to get out. But watch what it's doing. So I'm gonna be looking for a retest here. I want to see this kind of start trying to go and possibly get a retest. I want to see that 26,245 hold if we start to drop, right? We are now making all-time highs here. We're literally making history. We are literally making history right now. All-time highs. Which is crazy. I mean, that's a crazy. That's crazy to think about. That we are literally at a place we've never been, right, in the markets, right? Oh my God, this is ripping. So if you, of course, if you were already in, this is where I mentioned buy stops. You definitely want to play with buy stops and sell stops, right? For these kind of reasons, right? When it just goes, right? And then now you could kind of be in a free trade, really, right? Say this trade, this candle got you in. Now you can be safe here, right? You could already be trailing. You don't want to be entering in up here. You want to already have been in. There it is. And that's what you don't want to do as well. You do not want to be buying at the damn high. Not when you're day trading. You know what I'm saying? Not when you're day trading this Asian session. You don't want to be buying right now, right? Not like this. If anything, you want these momentum breakouts. If you get any hesitation, it's best to get out immediately. All right. See, because you get that type of stuff. There it is. There it is. See, for instance, say you get in here, that's your breakout, right? If that's your breakout, your exit has to be like 55, 75. Like right now, you really want to get out, right? That's how fast you want to be. Oh, look at that. And it's not making up its mind. There it is. That was the time. But look how volatile that's playing up there, right? Look how it's doing. So if anything, if you want to play, say for instance, play a breakout, you want to be already having your stop orders in. So I'm still waiting for this retest really on a like a 5 minute. There we go. See there? Look at that, man. And best believe somebody just wiped their account, right? Because of how fast that thing moved, man. That was 10 points, but you go 10 points with 5, 10 contracts, you've done some damage, right? Especially at that speed, right? That's in like a couple of seconds. Look at that volatility, right? How they just up there and then somebody just tanks it, man. Look at all the volume up here. Look at all that volume up there. We made all-time highs though, right? So I'm still looking for, I mean, this is definitely does not mean sell, right? Not now. Unless you wanna get you a scalp in or some sort, but hey, still may want to come down and test this level here, the 20, 25s, 30s, 26, 230s. All right. That was a nasty short there. Nasty short there. See, these times are volatile. These volatile times, you have to literally be fast, man. You have to be so fast. All right, you gotta have order set. All right. Next breakout here above 61. Look at that move, man. Look at that. See how it keeps going and then coming back, right? That's when I get nervous, really, when I'm in a trap. I'm like, man, wait a minute. I just saw that momentum. I don't want to see any retrace, right? So now we have this new high here set, or the breakout high. It kind of edged above it, but it didn't quite get there. All right, so we're still waiting. So really the next breakout here above 62s. And also, guys, if you're liking this type of content, definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm doing these daily. That was a hell of a move, though. Hell of a move up, man, from this low point. I think that was a 382 fib. 382 right down from here, man. V bottomed actually, too. And really above this, right here, actually, was the entry. All right, kind of peaked below this level. And then I mentioned once this minute candle, which had so much volume, was kind of overtaken. Right, once this started to shift, you could have gotten in easily here. So now I'm still looking for that 250, possibly a 250 test will be real nice. 26 250. If we can get a tank back down there, that's possibly where I'll be looking to actually buy. Like I mentioned, the closer we get to 2 a.m., all right, damn sure don't want to just start getting in long at the top up here. But Nasdaq is a beast, so you could obviously see where the range is picking up here. And these type of candles, they throw the range off, man. Right? Or is that injection of volatility in a sense? And volume. Look at the volume here. So just know these people at the top, man, whoever's buying these highs, man, are now trapped. They are trapped, man. So I mentioned you don't want to be just buying these highs up here. All right. It's plenty of time in a day. It's just a few concepts. I'm gonna put out something to download, but it's some tips that's helped me, right, get my mind in order, right? You don't have to trade every second, right? There's plenty of time within the days, plenty of trades coming up. And even if there isn't, right, the market will be here tomorrow, right? Just the more I drill those thoughts in my head, right? The more I drill those thoughts in my head, man, I just want to have those fundamental thoughts in my head. You can trade so much better, literally, like so much better. So Nasdaq now has just made new highs and just really ugly. I mean, it's just an ugly fashion, man. This is an ugly fashion. Best thing to do is really to wait. All right. I still want to see that two. I think what I say 226, 225, 250 area retest, which it could have already been as the retest, really. On the 5 minute, still not on the 5 minute. Actually, it did. Actually, this candle actually. This is the type of stuff it does. Look, there it goes. Yep. It retested 250 exactly. Wow. 250 to the tick, man. Wow, wow, wow. But also know it's dangerous times to be just buying these highs, man. Because these highs are traps. It's trapping. Doesn't mean it's not going to go up. It's just not going to go up now, right? All right, you got plenty of time in a day. Plenty of time within the day, all right? And where are we looking here? We got this monthly pivot here at 318. So 26,300s would be nice, right? So a little short of that possibly. I think there's a daily pivot here. Let's see. At the 280s. So 280s to 300s, man, that's going to be a nice area to get to. See how every new high break, it still hasn't broken the 61.75. Every little time it does, it's instantly being shot back down, right? Instantly. Every time. Here we go. They're trying to get there. This will be the fourth time right here. Fourth time we're trying. It's the fourth time the charm. And then we're getting closer and closer. The closer we get to this end of the hour. Here we go. Looks like we're going to go for new highs again. New all-time highs. Looks like we'll be approaching. There we go. See, they're selling it every time. They're trying to push it. And this is where looking like if the orders, some type of order flow, right? You can kind of see. Look at that. And they came all the way back. So what I'm seeing now,
President Lee, South Korea to boost defense capabilities by raising defense spending.
every time they break out this high, what's happening? They're selling it back in, right? So there's a big seller here, right? There's some seller right here. And then later on, probably tomorrow, I'll probably have the orders up, right? So we can look at the actual order flow. So we had a lot of news as well. But they're selling these highs, man, every time. That was the fourth time. As you can see, that was the 4th minute, right? So it needs to be possibly a break above 65s. And that's the type of stuff I hate, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing you can really do, really. I mean, but, just get better, right? Just get better at your trading, get better at when not to trade, when to trade. Here we go.
South Korea President Lee hoped Trump can allow us to have fuel for nuclear-propelled submarines.
We're at all-time highs. Definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. We are now making history. But what I've learned as well, knowing when not to trade, right, is just as good as knowing when to. Actually, it's actually probably better to know when not to trade. If you could just know when not to trade, right, you'll eliminate so many bad trades. Just think about how many bad trades you just, or just for instance, a grade B trade, right? A trade that's not your top tier trade, your top notch trade or top setup, and you're just like, I guess I'm gonna take this one. All right. If you just got rid of those type of trades, you'll probably be at least 20, 30 times or 20, 30% better. All right. Just by getting rid of trades, not by taking more trades, right? Like you don't have to take more trades to make more money if you got a low rate, right? Just eliminate all the bad trades, right? Start eliminating bad setups. How do you do that? It's just, for instance, knowing when not to trade. Right. One thing I'm trying to work on is when to walk away basically for the day. All right. I could be up, right? Like yesterday, we was up like that was up like 4,100 bucks. I'm like, dude, who the hell is making that? Right? Even 1,000 bucks a day is crazy, right? But knowing when to walk away, right? When knowing when to trade, when not to trade. But the good thing though, we did just get a payout, or we did a request actually. So we're still waiting for that actually to come back. But we gotten to the payout request, and those are just affirmations that you're doing better, right? Once you get to the payout, it becomes real, right? It's in your bank account. You can go pay things. A friend of mine told me to start buying something every paycheck too.
We will see what we can
Right?
do
Buy
to
something
address
that,
the real
that you
conflict.
can see, something to wear, right? To just kind of solidify that, hey man, this is a real deal, right? But the whole point is, look at that trap.
Trump, unable to work out timing with North Korea
Uh
Kim
oh.
Jong-un.
So Trump is talking, sounds like, all right, we are now getting this retest. All right, so this retest here, let's go ahead and fill it up. Can't be talking. Look at that, look at that.
Russian installed governor of Crimea, fuel storage tank hit by Ukrainian drone, caught fire in Simferopol.
This is why you don't want to buy those highs like that, right? You don't want to buy those highs, and if you do buy the high, you want to know how to get the hell out of there very fast. That's the best thing that I could tell you. It's literally knowing how to cut those losses as fast as possible. Because that's my challenge, right? I still battle with that, but I've gotten a whole lot better. Right? Just getting out of there, man. As soon as you know, like, and I'm starting to trace it back to like a thought. Like as soon as I'm like second guessing, or I'm like, damn, dude, I don't like that move. I know I need to get the hell out. Right. As soon as I'm like, oh man, should I? As soon as I ask myself, should I do? I need to get the hell out. That's the best thing I could do. So we're coming close into the top of the next hour. All right, so we got Fred. So still looks like the gold still isn't doing much here. It's kind of in this range channel there. So Nasdaq here, just now, right above these highs here, we're making all-time highs, man. We've made all-time highs. So now it's just seeing how can we best really position ourselves to benefit, right? We want to benefit on these longs. But what we don't want to do is be the top tick buyer and then get pulled back on, right? So shorts is not. I mean, you really shouldn't be shorting up here, man. Honestly. And if you are going to short up here, you want to do it quickly, right? You want to be taking scalps or trailing, right? Get to break even as fast as possible, trail. But this is uptime, right? This is buyers markets. Shorts are not in play. Look at that. Here we go. Here we go. So, like for instance, for here, shorts, say if you're long here, you want to have your stops really below 51.50, right? And that's if your interest would have been a lot sooner, right? So right now, you want to wait for these highs to break, right? See if you can get that joke. See if we can get some kind of and like I mentioned, I want to see these shorts on oil. I was looking for short on oil for a few days, and it really panned out yesterday. The day before kind of gave that surge, and then this, and this the type of stuff that, I mean, it's enough imperfections in the market to where no strategy is going to work 100% of the time, right? There's no strategy that's not going to have losses, right? But what you are going to do is minimize your loss, right? Minimize how much you lose, right? Which is by getting as many invalidation points, right? Things that invalidate whatever you were thinking, right? So say if you're short, once something happens that makes it look long, you need to get out. So that's exactly what I'm literally always working on, right? How can I minimize my loss? How can I get better in my entries, right? At every time, every day. It's a everyday thought, kind of like working out. It's exactly damn near like working out, right? It's a mental workout. Because you want to take as least of loss as possible, and you want to be able to hold on to winners, right? Hold on to winners. How to get to break evens. Once I'm at break even, right, and you pass the trailing stop, I mean, you're pretty much good. Try to get as many free trades as possible. Here we go. But I started to learn to love break even trades. Right? If I can get a break even trade, I'll consider that I won. Unless I'm way up. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm way up and that bitch come back to break even, I'm pissed. Yeah. But we're trying to make new highs again here on Nasdaq. All right, so we stalling up here at these highs here. Coming to the close of the hour. Close of the hour. So the main level we're watching on oil is 60. All right, I'm looking at that 60 level. See what I mean as well about the trend line, kind of like before that time, you pretty much going to have to readjust it, all right? Because now this is, that's not a good trend line right now, all right? I'll just kind of keep on adjusting it because I want a nice break. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a nice break, not a halfway break, not a spiking come back in break. I need that mug to break and go, kind of like this move. When it goes, all right? See how this break goes, right? It just goes. Didn't even give you a retest. Oil, gold. Okay, gold, nothing there. Nasdaq is just steady creeping up there, man. Steady creeping up. And I hate when it does this, man, because it's these times, right? And the way it looks. Like, look at this, man. Like, who wants to buy this? Like this, right? I don't. I don't. So I'll wait. I'll just wait, right? Just wait for a better time, a better period. It's going to set up for a better buy. Guaranteed. And if it doesn't, right? If it doesn't and it just goes without you to 300, 350s, I guarantee you if it gets to 350, it'll give you another move. But the best thing to do is to wait for that time, right? Wait for that Asian time. Wait for that market to open up, right? But a setup is definitely going to happen. That's nice. But that's one thing I'm trying to also get better at, right? And it's been helping. And it just takes literally just reinforcing. Just reinforcing is that, man, you don't even have to trade every day, right? Even if the trade goes without you, I mean, it'll be open tomorrow, right? Still nothing there. Let me see here. See what that pound was looking like. Further down, that was a good call there. Great call there on the pound. So we marked the pound out here. We're looking for this 131.83 level. Possibly lower. Let's see. That was definitely a good call. So that'll probably be a great setup for London session. All right. And it looked like an even different retracement here. All right. This kind of retrace. Let's see. Oh, right at it. So possibly down to the 50 level. We'll see. We're going to see. See how that here. Yeah, this one went pretty early. So the best thing to do here with the pound, wait for a retest or some type of, it'll definitely have to retest somewhere. All right, get your retest and then probably fade it back down. But you definitely don't want to be buying down or selling down here. Not now. All right. So you got this big block of volume here. So possibly up here. See what the VWAP looks like here. So we are way past the VWAP. It really didn't even give you any kind of entry outside of this entry here. This was around, that was around what, 7? So that was right when Asian Open. Asian Open, that sucker just got to tanking, man. And it gave you some pullbacks, right? It gave you some okay pullbacks here. This was probably your best pullback here. Tap of the value area further down. So that may be what I wait for, actually. Some type of pullback back into a value area low. And then I'll possibly look for some more shorts there on the panel. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, brother. I'm staying away from the feds, man. If anything, I'll wait till wait for it to settle down. That's gonna be the best option. I made my week for the yesterday. But man, that's good. You got your bread and got out of here, man. That's the best thing, man. Definitely stay tuned, man. We'll be back tomorrow. That's what it's all about too, man. The more I think about it, and that just confirms it, man. The more you could just take out your part, man. Take out your part and get out of the way, right? Make it real, right? If you're in these prop firms, man, withdraw your money, right? Because there's been plenty of times where I even get close to a withdrawal and then I'm trying to go for a few more, right? I'm already at a goal of mine I've set, and I'm just trying to reach that next little bit, right? $200, $300 more, and I'll blow it, right? And I'm like, why the hell did I do that? Didn't even have to, right? So those are the things I'm working on, right? But I don't know why that happens, right? I don't know why that happens. You're right there at it, and then all of a sudden you blow it. Now it's doing nice. So of course, as we're approaching the London session, about an hour until the London session opens up here. We're gonna call it a night. I'll probably be back for a U.S. session. I'm thinking about starting to add that into the whole deal. But definitely stay tuned. Check out the website, man. Definitely follow the journey. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back tomorrow. Stay blessed.